Now on to today's real estate and the housing classified. Actually, when you think about it, Barbara Corcoran does look a little like Annie Lennox. From the Atlantic to the Pacific, we've crisscrossed the country in search of great homes for great values. As always, our contributing real estate agent, Barbara Corcoran, has done all the legwork. Good to see you again, Barbara.
Good morning, Al. Back with better houses.
I know. I mean, they just get better and better, it seems. We're going to start off at the Brickyard, Indianapolis, Indiana, with an updated 4-bedroom brick ranch selling for $239,900.
Yeah, and Indianapolis, of course, has the association with car racing, but this is also going to be the home to the 2011 Super Bowl.
Ooh.
So bear that in mind when you look at this big brick house. It sits on a private pond, which you couldn't see from that front shot. You'll see in a minute. There's that sunny eating nook right off the kitchen. The kitchen is totally updated. I think it's a pristine kitchen in perfect condition, and that opens into the formal dining room. The formal dining room has beautiful wood molding, you see there, all the way around, in fact, throughout the entire house.
Does that add value to the house?
It normally does, but I have to say, because this molding is so dark, it should really be painted up white, because it has a way of foreshortening the ceilings, especially when you look in a room like that,
Gotcha.
which is, of course, your living room. It looks too short because of that dark molding.
All right.
But it does have cathedral ceilings. They are taller than they look. There's a gas fireplace right there in the family room, and this is a sweet spot in the backyard. It's a fully built deck. It has mature trees, and what you can't see off to the left is a beautiful little bubbling pond, so it even is a little romantic house.
Nice. For folks who are watching at home, you may hear some music in the background. Dave Matthews Band still playing. Even though they were done for our broadcast, they are still playing for the crowd out there, doing a great job. All right, nice. Anyway, let's jump back into the Midwest. Shakopee, Minnesota, 2-story home with an open floor plan. Makes it feel like it's like twice its size for $335,000.
Definitely. This house actually has 3,000 square feet. When you see it inside and outside, it really feels like 6,000 square feet. This particular area sits right on the Minnesota River, so fishing, boating is the norm in this place. There's the entrance gallery when you walk in there. It looks huge. Every room is combined. That's the very luxurious living room, and there's a den on top of that. And see, that's a working fireplace off in the corner.
Any downside to those open floor plans?
Well, the downside to it is you get no privacy, and if you don't like your kids, they're going to be under you all the time. You can't get rid of them. But the upside is the space looks larger, it feels sunnier, and it's much more in tune with today's type of living.
Right.
There is a great shot of the master bedroom, and each of the bedrooms in this house are grossly oversized, walk-in closets, and that's the tiny little deck on the back.
Tiny.
And there's the private pond right off the back deck. So what's wrong with that house?
Nothing wrong with that. Now we're going to head up to the Pacific Northwest, gorgeous part of the country. $409,000, Seattle, Washington. You say this is the best deal on the block.
It's the best deal on the block, and it's also a place you could easily get a job. It's got a great job market there. They have virtually no unemployment, and this is a house that looks sweet on the outside, kind of, but don't judge it so quickly, because once you walk within it, that's the front porch there, a nice shot of that. Once you get inside this house, you're going to see it really is much bigger than it appears from the outside. The totally renovated kitchen there has a big oversized window. All the appliances are new. It was just totally renovated. There's nothing left to be done. The floors are beautiful throughout. They have wood floors. That's the dining area that is actually connected to the kitchen. Very usable for a family because it's easy to live in. There's a working fireplace, of course, it's obvious. The living room, and those are oversized windows on the left, which explains why this house is filled with sunshine from top to bottom. So that's the backyard. It's a big half-acre that you get with the backyard, the little brick terrace there, and it's a great family neighborhood, a great place for a starter family starting with their very first home.
Okay, well, we're going to come back east now. Millsboro, Delaware, immaculate home, 30-minute drive from Delaware beaches, $441,900.
Yep, and on this one, too, it's a growing urban area. You can afford that house because, again, there are plenty of jobs. It's an immaculate home, and as you mentioned, it has a lot of space. It's got a formal 2-story entryway as you walk in. That's pretty impressive. Hardwood floors throughout. They've been totally refinished. Georgian columns that lead to a sun-filled living room as well. You'll see right there. Not a bad room to hang out in. The family room has it's called a stacked stone fireplace. That's a new word in the business. I really don't even know what the heck it means, but that's what it is.
Stacked stone.
I meant to look that one up for you. And it has 2 big bright windows, of course, next to the fireplace. The living room,
it's got a pool too, right?
It's got a pool in the backyard. You'll see that in a minute. But look at this living room.
Ooh.
That's enough for 12 people. It's got a tiny table,
I was
but it's
gonna
a
say,
big. It's a big dining room.
Should they put a bigger table in there?
Definitely, it would give the impression that you could really feed a lot of people. There's a fully renovated kitchen as well. I would call that gourmet for sure. It's got that granite countertop in the middle, and all those cabinets that you could barely see are extended right up to the ceiling, and that's your own pool,
nice.
Right there.
Does that add value to a home?
It depends. In this particular area, there's actually a 5-month summer season, so it makes great sense because you're going to get a lot of use out of it. Other places, not
so
always.
much. Okay, then we're going to end up with the open prairies of Caldwell, Idaho, farmhouse style home, 5 acres. $499.9.
And if you want to pinpoint where this is, it's about 30 miles from Boise. And that, you're really looking at a potato field. Now, how could you resist a house with its own potato field in the front and on the back as well?
This spud's for you.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's a kitchen with all the modern appliances. I'll keep serious here for you, okay?
Thank you.
All right. It has a breakfast bar, double ovens, and a pantry. It has a large eating area. That's also actually technically a den, but they use it as a dining area. It's got a big family room with a fireplace. That's actually the basement area, which isn't bad for a basement.
Yeah.
And the master bedroom has a large bath with a jacuzzi. That's the bedroom. And it has a covered porch outside, which you'll just see in a minute, which is pretty as could be.
All right, Barbara Corcoran, great place for Mr. Potato Head. Thanks as always.
Oh, my God, Al.
Way to go, Idaho. If you want to ask Barbara a real estate question, check out our website at todayshow.com. Have a great weekend, Barbara.
Thank you.